Hey guys, it's Matt Light, host of the Matt Light Podcast. So guess what you're listening to? The Matt Light Podcast. And alongside me here, boom, is Dustin Dowling. It is episode 14. I am in a great mood.
Whoa, yeah, I wonder why.
Do you know why?
Tell us why.
Because the Steelers are 4-3, baby.
Man.
What's
What's the winning streak now? Is that 2 or 3 in a row?
Shut up. We have not lost in a month.
It's a long time.
3-game winning streak. We went to Cleveland. We kicked some ass. We beat a team without a fucking kicker. We didn't have a kicker for a second half because he thought he was
killed our kicker.
He thought he was a quarterback. He got headbutted in the chin. And somehow Myles Garrett is still named the PFF fucking player of the week.
PFF.
What'd you do, man? One sack. I got 1 sack. Dustin has 1 sack. Every guy has 1 sack. What's so impressive, bro?
How many sacks did TJ have?
1.5 and a fumble recovery.
And a fumble recovery.
And you know what else he got? The W, bitch.
The dub, which is what really counts.
And then Ben trolled Myles Garrett afterwards.
I missed that.
They had like a big talking. They're like, hey, I love you. Hey, we both don't like Mason. I know he didn't say it, but I'm going to pretend like he did.
We both
And they're all
like
together
Mason.
on that. Oh, dude, because all we did was praise Myles Garrett. It's so hardcore. And it's like, we get it. You don't like Mason. Like, shut up, Ben. Anyways, at the end of the game, Myles Garrett was doing this shit all season long where he built a graveyard for his backyard and he put tombstones next to every player's name that he's ever sacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the game, Ben goes, hey, I told him, you can have the tombstone. I'm going to take the win. It was so cool because I've never seen Ben that emotional.
I was surprised. At the end of the game, I was like, did I miss something?
Bro,
he seems revved up.
He had his helmet on and went, took it off. And
that's funny. I thought the exact same thing.
That's how you know he sucks.
He did have a really good game. I think that was part of it. The other game, I was feeling like, oh, old Ben. And I think they did have some good schemes where, he's still getting rid of the ball super early.
Yeah.
He's really not tossing the ball down the field. But like you said, Garrett only had 1 sack on him, and that's really the only time he got kind of touched.
Hey, man, and the offensive line looks good.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot better.
They're getting better and better and better. Najee Harris continues.
He's great.
He's awesome.
He's been something we've been missing, since
so good.
What's his name was any good.
The bus.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going that far back,
Le'Veon,
but I was going Le'Veon. Yeah, we don't speak his name.
We don't talk
here.
about him. Man, I was like ready to cry. I was so happy there. Rachel and I went. It was a game time decision. It was. I wasn't gonna go, and then it was like Saturday morning. I was at her house, and she jokingly said, "Are we going to the game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I'm not going to Cleveland with you." And I go, "Well."
Oh, I'm going.
I just bought us 2 tickets. So either you're going or I'm going with somebody else. But I found 2 good tickets. Did you hear that? Tickets here. I got 2 good seats, 11 rows from the field. And it was such a fun time. The fans were cool for the most part. And then the second half, they just turned into complete assholes. Once they kind of realized, hey, you're not going to blow out the Steelers. Mm-hmm. Hey, you're not even going to beat the Steelers. Hey, Daddy's back. Big Ben one last time in fucking Cleveland spanked you.
So do you think, though, and it could go down to 1 play, 1 catch, because Browns had tons of drop balls. Do you think if they would have caught, especially that one that was deep, caught that ball, the whole game's different, they maybe go in and score and
care.
The Steelers lose? You don't care. No, it didn't happen. It's like fan fiction.
We don't live in our fears.
Yeah.
We own it. Next man up. The standard is the standard.
Standard is the standard.
I don't give a shit. You know what? Probably. It could have been different. But you know what? I don't care. We won. And all I know is that I don't think I've ever had more fun at a road game in my life. Because dude, listen. So this is, you guys can talk about semantics of the game. I don't know a lot about football. But what I do know is I know how to party. And on my way up to the game, I was kind of telling Rachel exactly like what these fans are like. I mean, you went to
we got in a fight last time.
Yeah, I've been in a fight every time. I've been punched in the face every single time I've gone there, and I didn't even start shit that game. I was pretty quiet for the most part.
So you say.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But we're driving up, and she's like, I can just see the anxiety in her face. Like she's getting more nervous and more nervous as she's seeing signs to Erie to Cleveland. My buddy Bruce calls me, and Bruce knows I'm with Rachel, and I got him on speakerphone, and I was like, hey, anything you should say to Rachel before the game? And he was like, oh, God. He's like, you guys are going to get into a fight. Be careful. He's like, I hate these motherfuckers. They're the worst. Like, every time we go there, there's a fight. We got to break it up. There's always issues. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, this is Cleveland. Like, and she was like so scared. We got there, and the first image I saw was a dummy, like a dummy head with a huge dildo in the back of its throat with the Steelers helmet.
I saw that picture on your gram.
And I didn't notice until I looked back at the photo. It had the tears because Ben was crying on the sideline. There was a dude dressed up like Mason Rudolph with a helmet in his head. Like,
that is Halloween too.
Oh,
right?
We were laughing
so it's
hard.
like, yeah, it's not just the costumes like that because it is Halloween.
Yeah.
Right.
We walk by tailgates. They go, asshole.
Yeah.
Ass. And like, here's what I told her. Rachel and I are really big wrestling fans. And I said to her, I go, this is your time to be a heel. Just embrace it. You know, you if you were a wrestler, you'd be a villain anyways. Because you're like the hot bitch, you know what I mean?
Right, and you got the super advantage of being a hot bitch is no one's really gonna fight you.
No.
Like maybe if you start up with some chicks, maybe, but
right?
you know.
But you're a hot chick.
You're all right, you know.
So, you know, I got her and she's just embracing it. Bro, she don't even like the Steelers. She was the biggest fucking Steelers fan of all time.
Just wants to be that troll.
She trolled so hard. She's running up, down. She's like, your city sucks. Look at you. You're all losers. You look so stupid.
Oh, Ben or Matt, you sound so in love right now.
Oh, shut up. But bro, I mean, I'm tearing up laughing about how much fun. Dude, and then so we leave the game. We're walking around Cleveland. We still have our Pittsburgh stuff on. And oh, by the way, right before
you are crying, you're like wiping the tears from your face.
we almost got shot.
Oh, that's cool.
That Baltimore Raven that got shot.
Oh,
was right in front of our hotel, and
nice.
we walked by like 5 minutes after it happened.
All right, so you're 5 minutes out. You're always probably about 5 minutes away from a gunshot. Let's be honest.
Are we?
I don't know.
You're behind these palm trees?
No, some people, young people get stabbed over by McDonald's across the street.
But they take this so serious. Like even like when we were in the lobby after the game, they just like would eyeball you, like look up and down your outfit and like give you a dirty look. It's like, bro, I don't play for the Steelers. I didn't fuck your mom. Like, why are you so mean to us? We're literally just supporting our team. We weren't jerks.
Mm-hmm.
We're walking by downtown, and some guy goes, fuck the Steelers. And like at this point, it's like 9 o'clock. Like the game is far over.
And they lost.
And you guys lost.
Yeah, I know. It's lost, so you're not like bragging.
And Rachel goes, hey man, it's just a football game. And this guy looked like, if you've ever seen Men in Black, the opening scene with the like the long, what is that, corduroy polo?
Yeah.
Water, sugar. So he was like, fuck the Steelers. And Rachel goes, it's just a football game. He's like, oh, it's just a football game. Fuck you. Like literally, like it sounded like Rachel said, your son just died of cancer, pussy. Like that's what he heard. Like that's what
he probably did hear that. Yeah.
He got so mad, and then we just started laughing.
More sugar.
We go to a convenience store because like the bars, like everyone's telling me West 6th Street's the place to party.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's fucking partying. Nobody's at the flats. Nobody's and it's like when the Steelers lose. You know, Tequila Cowboy, we still think we're going to the Super Bowl. We're partying.
Mm-hmm.
We do the same thing when we go to McFadden's. Like, Pittsburgh, we party. Cleveland, they didn't even party.
Yeah. Well, now they got a QB controversy. You know, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Now.
So we go out real quick. We start drinking in a convenience store. There's
Classy.
a convenience store. I was
Nice.
like, I said, babe, let's just drink here. She's like, all right. So we crack open the fucking, not a pounder, the 24 ounces.
In the store?
In the store.
You're just
We're
drinking in the store.
The guy goes, hey man, you can't drink these in here. I'm like, well, they're already open, so and we can't drink them out there, so we're just gonna finish them in here.
You're just like, wait, I'll get to the garbage. Where's it at?
We're both sitting there. We got our arms over the hot dog roller, just fucking
hanging out,
having a beer.
It's like the freaking Clerks, only Cleveland.
It was, and then he's like, "All right, you guys got to go." He gives us. He gives us one of those big styrofoam.
Oh, he gives you like to-go cup to go. I got you, bro. I got you.
So we're walking around with huge Dixie cups of
huge what?
Dixie cups of White Claw. Dicks. We're walking around. A homeless guy finds $100 bill around me.
What?
But it wasn't real. But he thought it was. So like
is it a random $100 bill, or did you put it there?
No, it was like rolled up, like a Coke roll, like one of those.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, "Oh, poor guy's gonna go in the subway and like think he's gonna get some dinner," and thinking like, "Yeah, dude, fuck you, you get nothing."
That sucks for him.
But man, what a trip.
That's nice. Well, nice for you there, Matt. Sounds like you had a great there.
Did you do anything?
Great time. I watched the game, sort of. Like sometimes I don't watch the full game because I just get upset with those games. But it was a good game. And then Halloween stuff over the weekend with the kids.
How was it?
It was fine.
Did the mom steal the show?
Yes, she did actually. And then my daughter was complaining about it. She said she was like. The baby mama was like with her phone with music trying to like really like embarrass her. And then so my daughter was like trying to run away. So I told her next year, because she'll be a teenager officially.
Yeah, you got to let it go.
It's like, you got to just run from her. Like, it's a small town. There's cops and firemen everywhere. Like Halloween, just run away from her next
Halloween.
time.
I think like even pedophiles understand like, all right, we can't fuck kids.
You can't do it that night. It's an off night.
It's too easy. It's not even fun.
That's not the reason. I was saying the opposite. It's not even fucking too easy. All right. Well, maybe not, man. You're just scaring me. Maybe her mom is right. Deep down, she's just doing it to keep an eye on her. So no, people like taking her away.
I mean, like if I was a murderer or a pedophile, I would like a challenge, right?
I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Halloween, you're like Halloween, schmalloween. I just use my inhaler. I cannot breathe. I'm having so much fun on this podcast already. It's a good one. It's going to be a good one.
It's got a good one when you got to hit the inhaler,
I had so many people on fucking Twitter yesterday wanting to blow my brains out.
Oh, cool. I just cut away for a second.
I saw that. Yeah. Okay. I had so many people on Twitter wanting to blow my brains out tomorrow.
Blow your brains out.
They wanted to kill me. They got so mad at me because I tweeted something. So yesterday, it turns out early in the morning, Henry Ruggs, the wide receiver of the Oakland, Las Vegas, LA, whatever the fuck Raiders.
Like where teams are where now?
I think they're in Vegas. He was driving in Vegas and obviously was speeding. I mean, and was drinking and driving, killed somebody. Is charged with like 2 felonies. All this. The cars look fucking brutal, right? I don't think drinking and driving like is cool, right? But
it might be fun, but it's not cool.
Might be fun, but it's not cool. But here's my thing about this is I made a post saying that, and I'm going to read my exact post right now, and you tell me where I defend this guy. And be honest with me, because maybe I don't know.
Right.
But this went viral, and I had like fucking Josh Yohe from The Trib or The Athletic, I don't know, whatever fake news he fucking works for now.
Sports with the check mark.
This fucking nerd comes at me. Here's all that I said. Ready? Uber and Lyft should be regulated. People take chances driving home because companies like this hike up their prices during peak hours so that people at the bar, they stay at the bar until prices go down. But guess what? They don't. So now they drink even more and they're going to say, fuck it, and have to drive home.
Yeah, it's like a drunk tax. Basically, what's happening. It's
Right.
A drunk tax, and then people are like, I ain't gonna pay a tax. I'm driving home. And if you're someone like that with a sweet ass car, make tons of money, like I'm driving home about 80 miles an hour.
Now, let me ask you something. In that text, do I mention anything about this guy?
No, you didn't even say his name. I don't believe.
I didn't. And also, this guy is not part of the issue because part of the issue is prices during peak hours. He signed like a $16 million contract.
Right. For him, it's not the issue.
Like if I was in his situation, I'd have a driver at all times.
Yeah. I always say the thing that if I was rich, I don't think I would have a driver because I always see or people talk about, one, that's a big way to waste a lot of money, and two, it like really takes you away from the normal people. But not when I'm drinking.
While
not when I'm going out. Like, but you're right. Not when I'm going out. Even last week when I went and saw Rogan, we got Uber, and it was a ridiculous price. You know, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm drinking. I'm not driving. And who does taxis anymore, right?
Yeah.
So you're right. It needs to be regulated. Something on the other ones. It's just ridiculous.
Like, bro, like for my New Year's Eve show, right? My New Year's Eve show, to get to where I lived in North Hills, to get to Homestead, it's usually $24, $25. On New Year's Eve, it was $362.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It was that much?
Yes.
How's that? That seems like price gouging of sorts.
And
that
here's another
illegal.
thing. Here's another thing that happened.
Illegal.
When I went to the game with Justine 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I went to the Steelers season opener against the New England Patriots, right? And here's what happened. We left the game in the end of the third quarter because we were getting our ass beat. My hotel was less than 2 miles away, okay? But it was also highway, so I couldn't get home. Like I couldn't, so somebody's like, oh, you walk, you know what I mean? We Ubered there. So the flex was $310.
Jesus.
Here's the problem though. When I left the stadium at the time that I did it to beat it. Everybody knows that works for Uber, oh, we're about to make more money. They turned all their shit off and sat in the parking lot.
Waited and
won't fucking take you because Uber lets you
they
fucking
know
do that. Hey,
if you wait,
I'm gonna make more money taking these assholes in a little
insane.
bit. That's bullshit.
It's such bullshit.
It's such bullshit.
It's just, and this is gonna keep happening. We'll jump into this topic a little bit with Facebook and Meta and Zuckerberg, but it's all that new technology, and then you really can say that this is part of the digital frame of everything else, but like it's not regulated.
Well, here's what
and so they're just making shit up. They're doing what the fuck they want.
Well, Uber got away with this because of what they did in the city of Pittsburgh. What they did in the city of Pittsburgh, all these little cities, because I saw them in LA before they were in Pittsburgh. And what they ended up doing was they were like, okay, we want you guys to like us. So in like 2015, 2016, whenever they came here, they were like, all right, we're going to give you guys free rides. You get one free ride a month for like a year. Remember that? We were all getting free rides.
Yeah, all the time. People were like sending their links and their codes to each other. Like, oh, I got 3 free. Here,
right.
Go. Yeah.
And while they were doing that, they were pretty much telling the taxis, hey, we're fucking booting you out of here. So that the normal taxi is not a thing anymore.
Not at all.
So now they monopolize the city. And now that because they're the only show on the road.
And what's funny,
it's fuck everyone.
But it was also the taxi's fault, or the taxi's fault in the first place, because they got a lock on the market, and then their prices were, and then it was just stuck in this crappy way of doing things where you had to hail a cab or make a phone call and tell them where you were going to be, and then you would miss it. Then, of course, when everything got on an app, we're like, well, this is fucking great. Screw the old way. But now we're getting screwed again. It's Netflix, and it's not exactly the same thing, but remember how cheap Netflix was at first?
Oh,
they were losing money forever, and now it's like almost, you can get like $20 a month if you get all the premium stuff.
And everyone's like, oh, well, it's a transportation business. Sole purpose is to make money. Yeah, I understand that, but you're not paying for a fucking car. You're not like, dude, bro, it's a third party app that has like fucking zero liability on anybody.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, to have that kind of price gouging, which is exactly what it is. It's a price gouge.
You know what's bullshit too? Hypothetically, I'm going to give you an example, right? One of my friends works in the service industry. So guess what hours she works?
During those hours, I would assume.
Guess when she leaves? During those peak hours.
Yeah. So now you got like only the people working during those hours.
Because she's had seizures in the past. So why is that fair for her to get face fucked?
I like in particular she's been face fucked.
Do you know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Like it's bullshit. It should be a standard fucking rate, nonstop, no matter what.
You know, Matt, you should run for mayor with, understanding all
I'm
these
not black.
things.
I won't win. We got a black mayor. It's
yeah,
awesome.
we got a black mayor.
That's cool, right?
Way to go, everybody. Good job.
Did it. We brought in a black mayor.
First, we got the coach. Did they make a rule, though, that they had to check out all the black guys first?
Oh, like the Rooney rule?
Yeah, is there a Rooney rule for mayor?
No.
It's
no,
true. It's
they
like
just have a
secret Rooney rule?
They just have a Republican rule that if you run Republican, you can't win here.
Yeah, that's just for show, though. You run Republican, actually, because you're going to put on a podcast or something like that.
Who did that?
Speaking of that guest, what happened? We were supposed to have Tony on.
Well, I knew he was gonna lose.
Oh, no losers on the show.
So hey, you know what I mean? Like I had him on, but then I was like 78 to 21%.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. That's hilarious.
I could, bro. I'm not even kidding. My numbers would have been better than his.
Possibly.
What do you mean possibly? I would have fucking won.
Yeah.
You really think that dude would have beat?
I don't know. I still think I wish we would have tried to had someone on board with us a couple years ago, and we talked about this. And just because I wanted to see the numbers, I just wanted to. Even if we wouldn't have been close, like we were at like 10%, 5%, 40%.
Dude,
like how wild would it have been?
I would have won.
I don't know. Old people like to vote, young people don't.
Well, the thing is so I might like if I ever I can't do it now because I don't live in the city.
Right. Well, here's a question, Matt. Did you vote yesterday?
Fuck no, I don't care.
So like I think the chances of people voting for you, I think have a similar mentality.
No, because they'd be excited to go out and vote for something fun. Like it's like because this like everyone's like, oh, we got change, bro. It's the city of Pittsburgh.
Well, real quick, then this is probably a good time for everyone to go check out our Patreon. Because there, if you fund the Patreon, maybe we could do some more Matt for Mayor stuff. And in the future, Matt Light will run for Matt for Mayor. So make sure everyone go to www.patreon.com/Matt Light Comedy.
Describe what that is.
Describe what the Patreon is?
Yeah, let them know.
Well, we got some bonus episodes up there. I think we have 2 or 3 now. There's also some like links to like old videos that I believe are kind of canceled.
Yeah.
I guess like we're not actually sure we should leave them up anymore. There's stuff like that. And you can submit topics that Matt can talk about and rant about.
all the cool ideas, the cool videos we used to do, we were able to do that because we had a lot of more free time because we were younger. Unfortunately, we work based off of a different. We don't have a 9 to 5.
We're those old millennials now,
right? We don't have a 9 to 5, so you get booked hourly to do things. I get booked hourly to do things, and so like my time has to be accounted for. I don't have that free time the way that I can be like, hey, Dustin, at 3:00, can we do something? So but
also, I feel like we could really put out some really high quality stuff now.
Well, I have
we're way better.
Yeah, I mean, you have the quality, and I have 10 scripts that I gave you yesterday that we both looked at.
You gave me all those scripts.
You remember those?
10 scripts.
I think it's 74 scripts.
I think the most you wrote this week was probably all the notes you see in front of you right now, which is probably a total of 20 words.
That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Which is by
19 I wrote.
Which is, by the way, notes from my Google document that you just copied.
So let me write fuck real quick. That'll be the 20th
thank you.
word.
I appreciate the fuck.
All right, there we go. I wrote 20 words.
Way to go.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And by the way, if anyone else, you got to rate and review this because we're more on just the Patreon. We are on the Spotifys, the Apples, what else there? Googles, iHeartRadio. I think we might be on that too. Oh, and Amazon.
Hey,
whatever.
Dustin, you know who I saw this weekend? Machine Gun Kelly. Nobody leaves rap better than him. Nobody gets booted out like Eminem better than Machine Gun Kelly. Everybody from Cleveland, losers. I went to his concert last minute Saturday.
Yeah, I saw your video. You're real close to him.
I tried to. If you look at the video, I tried to grab his dick.
His actual dick.
I tried to grab his dick.
Man, get kicked out.
That's why I go and watch me reach over to grab his dick.
You did scream. I was wondering what was happening.
I was trying to grab that machine gun cock. Nobody grabs cock like me. Ask Melania. First, I grab them by the pussy. Then I grab a pussy by his cock.
So, like, were you probably going to go see him, like, no matter what? But I think it's just funny how he's been in the news. We've been talking about him. Next thing you know, you're at his concert and his dick is in your hand.
Well, so here's what's going to happen. I was behaving because I knew that I was going to Cleveland in the morning. So I was like, I'm not even going to go out, drink, or do anything. And so I ended up, my buddy Roman hit me up. He was like, hey, I got an extra floor seat for Machine Gun Kelly. Do you want to go? And I go, yeah, that'll be cool because, you're driving, and I don't have to like, I won't be drinking so much, but it's a cool thing to do. Because when you travel the next day, you just stay up and you can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy might as well go to a concert, be exhausted, and then fall asleep. So go to the concert. We got floor seats. Somebody recognizes me. Who would have thought?
Oh yeah.
Who would have thought? So I got VIP. They gave us VIP.
Oh, so you didn't buy VIP or anything? You went there and got it because you're Matt Light.
Yeah, they gave me another bracelet.
That's cool.
And so me and him had our own bathroom. We had our own bar, and then it was like Blackout City because it was like, oh, this is different. Like we're in a fucking
upgrades.
We're on because remember how the Peterson Event Center is for Pitt. Their club seating is on the floor.
Okay.
So we had club in the floor. So we're fucking blasted. I don't know what he was doing. I lost him. I was like, I'm walking home. You're pissing me off. My phone dies. I walk from Oakland through the hood, past console, and there was two dudes that were about to like whoop my ass.
That's a long fucking walk.
Dude, so long. And I was drunk. I was annoying. I'm walking. And these two dudes were like, yo, let's get. And then I swear to God, they were like, oh, look at them calf muscles. I ain't fucking with him.
They actually said that?
I swear to God.
Okay, why are you in shorts? Was it nice out?
I had jorts on.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was Machine Gun Kelly clothing. And I had a tie-dye hoodie wrapped around my waist. So they might have thought I was, hey. But then they saw them calves.
I was going to say, it definitely looks a little mixed there.
But then they saw them calf muscles and they knew I'd kick a hole through their fucking chest.
That's so funny.
So then my phone died and I ended up going to some shitty dive bar right by the arena.
Because you got to sober up with a couple drinks.
Yeah. And so I had to have a couple drinks and charge my phone. Then I got my Uber and I went home. I woke up. My fucking head hurt a little bit. But then I played the Steelers polka and I was ready to go. Third down.
It's a great night.
It was a great night.
Was the show actually any good though? You didn't seem to skip.
I stayed in the club. I really didn't give a fuck.
Totally skipped it. You like what song?
Did not care. And everybody was like, you know what? Like they were like, I can't believe you had those seats and you didn't even go and try and get front row. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck about. Listen, you be the best comedian in the city. You win best comedian 4 times in a row. You go somewhere where everybody sucks your dick. And then you can do whatever you want.
Right.
I go because I can. Not that I want to. Someone's like, hey, do you want to go see a fucking ballerina? It's $3,000, but for you, it's free.
Yeah.
I'm going just to let you guys know I can go and you can't afford to.
I have friends that ask me to do things without making me pay them.
I'm better than you and you know it.
Yeah, like that's what you did. You totally big time me yesterday. And I was like, hey man, I'm probably gonna get a hotel at your show. And then 3 minutes later, you're like, set me the confirmation time. I was like, I wasn't even 100% sure I was booking this. And you're like, all right, here's your room. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm
I booked you a hotel.
Going.
That's what friends do though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you complaining that I bought you a fucking hotel
I'm
room?
not. But I'm saying you might have big time me a little bit in the moment. That was totally a big time.
No, that's just a friend being a friend.
A friend. And also like the bonus of knowing that I'm there, I might record
Can I tell you something? A secret podcast?
Sure, this is totally secret.
Right,
secret between me and you. And
I am wrestling, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next weekend. That's soon.
In Los Angeles. This is the card that I'm wrestling with. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say wrestling, this is throw you over the top ropes.
WWE.
Not actual WWE, though.
Well, wait till you hear this tag match.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. The Godfather with Jeff Dye, who's my buddy, comedian. Don Fry, who is a former UFC fighter.
Okay.
Richie Martinez, Cal Harrow. Versus Mr. Iguana, never heard of him.
It's a weird name.
Hornswoggle, the dwarf from
Harry Potter?
WWE.
Oh, not Harry Potter. Okay.
Matt Light.
Oh, that's you. Not Harry Potter also.
Val Venus.
Ooh.
Listen to these three. And Mark Coleman. Guess what Mark Coleman's fighting name in the UFC was?
What?
Mark the what Coleman. What do you think it is?
Is he the old weird dude? I don't remember.
I'm giving you a clue. If Matt Light and Val Venus are in a tag team, right? What do you think this dude's nickname is?
I have no idea. I really
The
don't.
Hammer.
The Hammer. Oh my God.
The Hammer. I'm wrestling with the Hammer, a fucking porn star, a guy that has hoes. Jeff Dye. Sonny's gonna be there. She's
that's the one you told me before, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's the one I was excited about.
Sonny's guest refereeing an event. Earl Hebner, the guy who screwed Bret Hart for the Montreal screw job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a picture with him. You screwed Bret, love it. Dude, I mean, I can't tell you any more details about like where it's at
That's
because it's a
crazy.
secret thing.
You got to get some pictures with Sonny and Val Venus.
Oh
We
my
talked
God.
about this before because I remember saying how Sonny like changed my mind of like not just like the wrestling, but like how media was accepting things. I remember thinking like when I first saw that, I'm like, oh my God, in like 10 years, television is just going to be so raunchy. I can't believe they're letting people do this and say things now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like that's when that started happening, when she transferred from the bodybuilding tag team that she was with. I forget.
The Body Donnas.
Yeah. And then she was like sexy and, you know, whatever. I forget who she teamed up after that.
Well, she used to date Shawn Michaels.
This is the dirt here.
Do I become Eskimo Bros with Shawn Michaels
Oh
next
my
weekend?
God. If you hooked up with Sonny, I don't know how I would be able to talk to you anymore.
Would you be
'Cause
mad?
I wouldn't be mad, but it would just be like, now that's who you are, and
The
I can't see
boyhood
you.
dream has come true.
Yeah. I just can't see you as anything else. I just wouldn't be able to look at you. I was like, you did what? Like I can't. Sorry.
She has an OnlyFans.
She really
$30 a month.
sounds right. Maybe
Well, she used to do porn.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Is she still fucking 10? Is she still 10? Like I haven't seen what she looks like.
I'll let you know next week.
Okay. Didn't do any research.
I
yet.
haven't really seen her.
I'm
but
just gonna assume she is because she is in my mind. And that's
listen,
what she
she
is
could be a 1
right now. It doesn't matter.
She's a 10 still
Yeah.
because it's because you
she
know,
had the moments.
bro, it's like your celebrity crush. Like she was
Mhm.
probably my first crush ever,
Mhm.
right? So like when I look at her, I'm gonna
Hot by default.
I'm gonna see her as the way that I saw her in
Right.
1995.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
It's gonna be amazing. But no, I'm not gonna sleep with her. I'm a good boy.
No, not even if you could. I don't
No, I
think
wouldn't.
that's a stretch.
Well, I'm
but-
in a relationship now, bro.
Oh, that's the yeah.
Good boy. Don't do
He was
that.
a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He was a good boy. Moving on, I guess. So what we were talking about wrestling. We can talk about some young influencers because I've been listening to some young podcasters.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you've become an influencer lately. I saw you finally use TikTok, like in the editing tool. You actually green screened yourself out. I was
You
like,
taught me
"Here
how
it
to do
comes."
that, and I
I
hated
did.
it.
It's because you're like, now you have to do something. So I basically kicked you off. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing some of this for you
I know.
anymore, Matt. This is how it's happening.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in all that shit though. I don't know. Like I feel like these young influencers. It's just daddy has a lot of money, and they're like, go, leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. Go do your own thing. And I think a lot of these influencers, not being an asshole, but they're all whites.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think there is a whole thing of like being different, and then it's a whole like there's a
I
lot
don't know.
of
It just looks like a bunch of
diversity
white
out
rich
there.
kids that grew up in Beverly Hills.
You know what? It does seem like when you start to get to the top, and when you really see like the I guess
Like
the
you had a head
mainstream
start.
of it.
You had a head start.
Yeah. Because be honest, the podcast I was listening to today, and I don't even remember. I think it was called Banter, and it's like top 6. And it, legit, 3 white boys in their 20s talking about going out to restaurants. And I was like, okay, what's it all about? This is a top podcast. Literally like
Is it
2
terrible?
away. It's not terrible. They obviously have that confidence and timing where it's like an interesting conversation. They're not like
Yeah.
saying and it's weak. But literally it was just a conversation about them going out to a restaurant, like how he ordered his food, them almost going to a Spotify party that they weren't invited to. They just saw the sign. They drove past it. And I'm like, now maybe they do something else. Like I do like that tiny.
Let's just beat the fuck out of them. Like everything you're describing
You're right.
is what's wrong with everybody wants to be an influencer.
top 4 podcasts. And I was like, we could do at least as good as this. I'm assuming, right?
What we're doing now is better than what they're
Right.
doing.
Now, at the same time, I don't know what their other thing is because like I said, there's Tiny Meat Gang who I listen to all the time, and those
Stop
guys.
promoting these people.
I know. I'm sorry.
You don't let me fucking drink my Gatorade that literally keeps me from staying alive.
It looks awful. Put it in a fucking
Nobody
cup.
cares, cunt.
Yes, it does. I got
Yes,
those
it does.
nice-
I said
I
nobody
got those-
cares. You go, yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
I
Like
fucking hate you.
I still got the fucking Invisalign in there, and when you get me all revved up, it's hard to
Why
talk
is
to you.
Crooked. His
What's
headphones are
crooked?
fucking crooked.
You're crooked.
Like an idiot.
You can see yourself and you can adjust the things the way to
I
look
don't
better.
care.
Okay, this podcast is off the runs. I'm just gonna delete everything. How about
Good.
that?
Delete yourself.
Delete all the old
Delete
podcasts.
yourself.
I can't.
Get rid
It's
of
too hard.
everything. I fucking hate everyone. Everyone can eat my farts.
By the way, we're
Steelers are wearing
invited to
color
one of
rush
these.
jerseys on Monday. It's third down.
It's third down.
Oh, I can't wait. You got anything going on this week?
I'm going to go see Tim Dillon on Friday night.
I never heard of him. What's
Never
that?
heard of this guy.
Piano?
So he's this other podcaster dude who's also pretty popular. Who I guess is obviously not in the top 5 because I didn't see him on the charts.
Now that's gonna be awesome.
But actually, what's cool too is Sam Talent. I know is on this week, and I saw him at Burning Bridges, which is an old comedy
What
thing.
happened?
It doesn't happen anymore.
What happened?
It happened at Burning Bridges?
Yeah.
Supposedly the people running that were doing some things.
Oh, so they burnt their own
They
fucking
burned
bridge?
their own bridge.
And now they have no comedy club to perform at? Sucks to suck,
the clubbing per se, I don't think necessarily was their fault.
Well, it was
but
never a club.
Yeah.
So it was a fucking
the
side
room. They
at
were
a bar.
working on it. It
Yeah,
was,
they
it
were
was
working
getting
really
there.
hard. They had a vinyl fucking sign that said comedy. Shut the fuck up. Fucking losers.
Where do you go? Oh, I guess you don't probably go through your comedy anymore. You haven't done. used to have the open mic down
I
at
have a
a
show
beer
tomorrow,
hive,
cunt.
like an open like a beer hive
No,
thing.
I'm a pro.
I know, but you don't do that anymore. I'm assuming.
No, they can't. They just after COVID. they were
Everything
like,
after
hey,
COVID just was like fucking.
we're not
done.
gonna make money off this. We haven't been making money off this. It's time to just cut the cords.
right.
I need to start going open mics. I'm open up for Mick Foley tomorrow.
Ah, there you go.
I don't
He's a
care.
good stand-up comedian, I hear. What?
Yeah.
I know who Mick Foley is. If you were,
I
not getting-
no, I was saying I was laughing because you said he was funny.
ha ha ha.
No,
ha.
he's cool. Like Mick, I worked with him before. He tells really cool stories. His big thing is he only says fuck once. So I can't say it at all. So what the fuck?
Wait, so he told you that?
Yeah, you're not allowed to swear.
You're not allowed to swear on his
No,
shows.
but I'm hosting. I'm only doing 5 minutes, and the only reason why I'm doing this is for three reasons. One, the promoter asked me to do it, and I didn't want to headline a show for him, and he gave me a deposit for it, and I was like, I'll just keep that $250, and I'll host your show for 5 minutes. He was like, okay, because my headlining rate went up.
Oh, why is
Right.
that? Why is that? You
'Cause
getting better?
I'm really fucking good.
So
So that
good.
was like a little deposit. I was like, I'm not doing this. So,
well, cool.
The second reason why I'm doing it is, Britt Baker is the king of hardcore now.
And what's that mean? Per
It's
se?
hardcore wrestling.
Okay, is that a new belt?
No, but she just says it because the
Okay.
one match she bled
I
really
gotcha.
bad and got thrown through shit.
Blood.
And it was kind of like her just like joking around
Yeah.
about it. Well, I'm gonna wear her shirt next to Mick Foley, and the caption's gonna be me, the hardcore legend, and Mick Foley.
Wait, so this is your caption that you're preparing for your Instagram
for my photo
later.
with Mick Foley.
Right, so you got it all planned out.
Yeah.
That's
And then Amanda Averill got on the show by crying and tweeting.
cool, man. You jumped in and just dropped a bomb, a full name
Well,
on somebody.
she wanted to get like attention, and so like she had like that loser Zach Funk and all them.
Another drop.
If anyone should work for it should be her. And then Mick said, yeah. So she's doing that. But she didn't get paid.
So when you say cry, you meant basically jump on like whatever status or post and try to get on a show.
yeah, and just tweet at him nonstop.
Just tweet at-
and then
that's
have
so
everybody do it.
cringe.
The same way she tried to win Best Comedian and didn't win.
I mean, that's how you're supposed to win those. You have to do it that way.
it's
I
crazy
guess,
because
but
I made one post in 4 fucking years and I've won.
Congratulations. 4 time now? Is that
Four
what you
time.
4 time?
4-time Best Comedian.
Hey-o!
I beat out Mikey and Big Bob, who has a fucking radio show.
More stand-up comedians.
Beat out, yeah, they're great stand-up comedians.
I'm seeing like a trend here. If you don't really work around other comedians, I guess,
I
because you
beat
are the
Crawford.
stand-up comedian.
I beat Crawford.
Oh, that's yeah. All right.
Crawford won this year though.
Yeah,
I'm coming
I think
for
I
you,
saw
Bill.
that.
No, I like Bill.
I felt like COVID kind of messed up some of the people were just kind of.
So yeah, that's why it was
Tossing them in.
bullshit. There should have never been a vote. I should have been defending champion by default.
Yeah, I agree.
It should have been a count out, and I should be, and still, you're the best comedian in Pittsburgh. And the whole crowd
That would have been
boos,
funnier, right? Yeah,
right? Because you don't get a
you
show.
didn't win, but you won because there was, the match was disqualified because of COVID.
Yeah. That's how it should have been.
We should have done that. That would have been funnier.
Fuck, just a count out.
Yeah.
It's like a 365-day count out. You just see it.
Yeah.
But no, before I go, Dustin, because I don't want to talk anymore. We did enough.
I know. We're at 45 minutes. You're going to cut me short because I want to ask you this last question. Because it's the last thing. Last thing. Pull your balls up or whatever you got to do. Is like, we talk about all these things, though, and I wanted to ask you, do you do more than sports and fuck? I try to jump in some music in there, and you just skipped right over all of it.
What do you mean? What type of music do you want to talk about?
No, I mean, if you're not drinking, if you're not watching sports, and you're not doing stand-up comedy, and you're not hanging out with Rachel, what are you doing?
Usually a lot of deep reading, poetry. Why are you laughing? I've read the I've read the encyclopedia. I can't even say the word.
You can't even do the joke that you made to me earlier.
I have read the encyclopedia upside down this week.
Oh, that's actually a feat.
Because I'm so sick of just knowing everything.
Okay.
I'm trying to train my brain to learn things upside down now.
That's actually pretty impressive. Okay. That's that's.
Do you feel better that like we were gonna end the podcast on a high note, and then you had to be like, "Let me get in my one joke that's not gonna fucking."
Well, I didn't
work.
say we were gonna end it. I was trying to get you to
no,
go
but if you're
on
asking
again.
me in a realistic world, what does Matt Light do?
Yeah,
all right, here's what Matt does.
I'm just trying to get some other topics to talk about.
So I wake up.
Without it being boring.
I wake up. I watch TV. Probably crank one out.
I thought that was going to be the answer, to be honest.
I start trolling on Twitter for a couple of hours. I check my mailbox to see if a wrestling T-shirt has came in the mail. Then I DoorDash McDonald's.
It happens that often.
Oh yeah, I shower while I DoorDash McDonald's. I get my McDonald's. I eat the same thing every day, and then I go to the gym or I work out at my house. And
that's
then,
a brand new thing. I'm going to add that.
So,
you just started doing that.
Probably.
I
look good. Look how fucking thin my face
is.
We're gonna.
All right. Okay, pretty boy.
Do I not look good?
You look like fabulous, Matt. You always look good.
I think I'm cute.
You're cutie.
I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drive the girls wild. I got the moves.
To really move them.
I'll send chills
down them spines.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
All right, before we get out of here, I want to thank you, Dustin, so much for always producing this one. This was episode 14, brought to you by The Pits.
The Pits.
We're going to be doing some sketches, some Santa sketches coming on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've been working on that.
Going to be some doing behind-the-scenes footage for me for my headlining show.
That's only going to be on the Patreon, by the way.
But I'm probably going to post it anyways.
Well, I'll give you some clips.
In a couple months.
I'll give you some clips.
When it's...
We'll battle over this later.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm headlining the Pittsburgh Improv December 16th. It's an ugly sweater party. I always say that my next show is going to be better. And it's going to be the biggest and baddest.
It's like Conan Bryan. Greatest show, best show we got tonight, everybody.
But the truth is every single time I go out and say my next show is going to be better, I just get paid more. That's it. That's really it.
And that's all it really matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
so I'm making more money this show.
So, and in your sense, it's better.
So
it
for
has
me,
to
it's
be
the
better.
best show ever. No, it's going to be a great show, man. We got some young comics on it. Eric Nesby was just added to the lineup.
Nice.
And I like this because it's a diverse. We got a black mayor. We're going to have a black comic on the show, right?
Ooh, way to go.
We got Natalie Moses. She's a female.
Ooh.
She's Lebanese. I don't know what that is, but that's on the no-fly list, I'm sure. So she's on that. Mike Seidel, he was a former junkie, so there's that.
Yeah.
And then there's me, a fucking animal. You got a goat on stage. You literally have everything you've ever searched on your Pornhub. You know what I mean? You got Mia Khalifa, big black dick, fucking suck dick for apartment rent, and then bestiality. It's a fucking, that's
Dude,
what
that's
you're gonna get.
now you gotta go. Everyone's going now.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
December 16th, Pittsburgh Improv. Tickets are on sale now, $20. Thank you so much, Dustin. Thank you to the Pitts Company. Also, TheGateway.media for providing us this great studio. We wouldn't be here without you. Make sure if you need any of your needs, whether that's filming, editing, podcasting, they have customized solutions and budgets for whatever your needs are. TheGateway.media. What the fuck do you want?
I was hoping you were going to end it without a fuck, and I'm like, well, I can use that on the website.
Absolutely not.
Nope, he swears.
Absolutely not. And also, kids, remember to say your prayers and eat your hammers. This is Matt Light. That was episode 14. Lima Sweet, Neil O'Donnell. Fuck her right in the pussy.